three of our partners have been very very keen in this process and supportive. That is starting with ICE Kenya and also BIBA and Pelham Kenya, who are also our strategic partner. Our focus is on indigenous or culturally centered approaches, mostly promoting recognition of indigenous knowledge. We believe that indigenous knowledge needs to be integrated in other knowledge, other science, to help us solve the problem we are facing in Africa. And we believe as African, we have the solution to the problems we are solving. We work around biodiversity, ecological governance, and biodiversity conservation. So on behalf of the General Coordinator and entire ABN network, we are here to congratulate Muranga County government and being the first county in Kenya to have this policy and act. And we are going to work together with our partners as they will work together with the county like Muranga to promote agroecology. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Anna. Oh, someone can drop me. The three people who are coming to speak the outdoor, so you don't have to keep rushing here. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, before I invite ICE Kenya, let me complete the process of academia, although Martin sneaked in the mid-row. I'll invite Dean Agriculture, Muranga University, for a minute, followed by Professor from ICLAF. Then we have a representative from BioVision Foundation from Switzerland, in that order.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Deputy Governor and all protocols observed. My name is Dr. Dennis Otieno from Muranga University. My being here is I joined the agroecology team, and as a university, we are actually very much excited with the introduction of agroecology policy at Muranga University. That is the launch, and it's a program that we are actually interested, and very soon we are thinking of starting a program in that line so as to support the growth of agroecology in the country. The Department of Agriculture currently is working on climate smart activities, and that is part of what would work in synergy with agroecology. And our team, together with ICE, we are working on the same, and we will also partner with Muranga County government, and that will be a way to go. So thank you very much. I didn't have much for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Yeah, ICLAF, Yuvan, Muranga is interested to develop courses. For those who are doing agroecology courses, they are going now to mostly Uganda at degree level and master's level. So this is a great opportunity for our universities.
Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, members of the Muranga Government County, Adwa Muranga Muriega. My name is Alex Awiti, as has been mentioned, and I'm from the International Center for Research in Agroforestry, and it's a pleasure to be here today and to formally acknowledge that Muranga is no longer 021. Muranga now is Agroecology 001. And very soon, Muranga is going to be the first county with a university with an agroecology program. I was speaking with the dean just now, and we've agreed to have a meeting after this to set up an agroecology academic program framework that will even inform the transformation of how we teach agriculture in our universities. We'll take this to the Commission of University Education. I'm a university professor myself, so me and the dean, we know what we are talking about. The second thing that will make Muranga another first is that we recently had a scoping meeting in a discussion we're having with the Children's International Fund Foundation to create a multi-million, multi-year project, and this is going to be in 2 countries, in Ethiopia and in Kenya it's in Muranga. We're going to create an investment platform that enables farmers who are investing in agroecology to get invested through a blended financing program that will incorporate public financing, private financing, and philanthropic funding to create bundles of investable portfolios that come from farmers. We will no longer treat farmers as peasant poor farmers. These are interested, exciting entrepreneurs, and we need to create those processes that enable them to unlock the potential of their land systems. So when a deputy governor, we shall come knocking at your door, and we're going to create another stakeholder consultation forum that I'm going to invite a lot of colleagues that are here today. So thank you very much, and Martin, thank you for the opportunity.
Just to be brief, how he ended up in Muranga, there is one of our I's friend from Switzerland who recently relocated to Kenya, Ikraf, and invited him for this process today, simply because he has been supporting us almost the last 2 years from one of the funding organizations in Switzerland. So I felt this is a worthy friend to follow the process all through, even though he has left where he was working. So that's why he is here. And I can assure you, Professor, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, I think, 3 days ago, we had a candid meeting with the Muranga professors, a big team, discussing matters, courses, and all that you've mentioned. So we have already set the agenda. It's only that now we have to come together and we have to bring on board the county government as well. Chifoje, as he comes, he has been sent by one of our friends from Switzerland to come and represent them in this platform. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Martin. The Deputy Governor, Muranga County, the county government officials that are represented here, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. My name is Francis Shivonje, and I oversee BioVision Foundation's work in Kenya. BioVision Foundation is a Swiss civil society organization that works in the space of agroecology, supporting policy work, and also investment in agroecology enterprises, as well as other civil activities that are geared towards ensuring that we have safe food, and also we protect the environment as we do our farming. And as Martin said, BioVision Foundation has been supporting ICE Kenya in developing this agroecology policy, not only in Muranga, but also in other counties, including Vihiga, Busia, Kiambu, among others. And we are happy to see that Muranga County has been the first out of all these counties to be able to come through with this policy. As BioVision Foundation, will still be available to support implementation of the policy to ensure that farmers are able to adopt the practices supported by the policy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. There is somebody I have to recognize, whether in the program or not, from my office called Kaduru Mburu. Come over. Kaduru, we met 2003, and we have been friends since then, and we have been working very closely. Recently, he decided to join politics for 5 years. Now he's back to my office. He was my boss, now I'm his boss. But he can give you a little bit of this journey of agroecology in Africa, because he has mentored very many people in Africa, including some of those who are sitting here. Anne worked at Namboro, Anne from MBN, Anne from Biba, Martin here, so many of us. Karibu Mburu, I can't ignore your presence.
Thank you so much, Martin. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, and all protocols observed. My name's Gaduru Waburo, and I come from Kiambu. And as Martin has said, I was a member of County Assembly, Kiambu County Assembly, 2017 to 2022. And then the people of my ward said I need to do something different, and that is why I'm here. One thing I want to say, Your Excellency, is that agroecology is a deeply political process. So I moved from that political process to another political process. So I'm still around. And I want to say that, as some people have said here, your county is the first in Kenya. And it is actually also the first government in the whole world, maybe not the first, but around the third or fourth government in the whole world to formally recognize agroecology as a farming practice that needs to be promoted. So we need to be very, very proud of you, to encourage you to the right way to go. And I think agroecology is one of those farming systems that is very important, even for God, because he was the first farmer. And as we move on, we are very proud that Muranga has decided to actually farm with God. So we have so many Christians here, and even though we believe in life after death and being saved, one of the ways to get saved for you people in Muranga is to go into agroecology, because you'll be farming with God. So I'm inviting all of you, those who understand what that means in the book of Genesis, come over, walk with God, farm with God, and you'll find your blessings. So thank you so much. Muranga County, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, also pass our regards to the Governor, because this is a county government process. So thank you so much, and also for the civil society and the academia who are here today. We are very, very proud that agroecology is actually gaining momentum, and it is becoming the in thing in the farming systems of Kenya. National government has actually, in the National Agricultural Policy 2021, recognized agroecology and organic farming and related practices. So we are in the right process. And since this is coming from below, as one of the speakers mentioned, so it is coming from below. It's a bottom-up process, and we are very, very happy that the people, communities, are actually even contributing towards their own policies, their acts, because this is what our current government is promoting. Everything coming from below, and we are in this moment today celebrating agroecology in Muranga, a process that has again come from below. So thank you so much, and may God bless all of us.
Thank you, Mburu. One thing that Mburu has forgotten to mention, he was the first person in the Kiambu County Assembly to hand the county executive to develop a policy on agroecology. That's why we started. He's the one who started the process. Thank you, Mburu. I have to do two things. One, there is a planning team that has been planning for this day, led by Faith Nyaga, and we are co-chairing with Mr. Getai. Where is that team? The planning team? Kinan? Yeah, we have to be known. We can't ignore that. We have been having sleepless night. Just come over for everyone to see you. You have done as proud. These people have been working like bees. I'm telling you, to coordinate this is not easy. And you're not coordinated from one office. Everyone is everywhere. Yeah. Where is OAK? I've not seen OAK. Kimbia, please. Yes, they can say hi. No speeches. No much speeches. Just I.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm James Nyaga from Muranga County Government. Thank you.
Elijah Kamau from the Institute for Culture and Ecology. I can't see SNV. They were really very supportive.
Thank you so much. Getai will speak later because he's going to do something else. Thank you, Bwana Getai. I have to be a bit selfish because now I have the power of the mic. I'll invite my colleagues from ICE. They have been supporting this county government for the last more than 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. So it's good to know them. Where are they? Kaduru? Once more. The other team, please. And no speeches for you. I'm final. I want us to move very fast because people are getting tired.
Third time. Kamau Elijah, Program Officer, Institute for Culture and Ecology. Thank you.
Evelyn Dumi, Project Assistant, ICE Kenya.
Mambo Patricia, MNE Officer.
Jane Modoni, Office Assistant.
Margaret Juma, Finance and Admin Officer.
Agnes Jerry, Project Assistant.
Faith Gikunda.
Gadhuru Aburu tena.
Thank you so much. It's good. Unajua nikifika kule wanaweza kuniletea mashinda mingi sana. Waseme I did recognize the effort for all those years they have been here in Muranga. Kamau is about to graduate his PhD, we hope in the next few months, to join the academia. So you'll be speaking from the other side. Yeah, thank you so much. Now I don't have much, but to appreciate all of us, the time. And as somebody said, the journey has just begun. So we are here in Muranga, and we are not moving anytime soon, Mr. Gitai. We have a lot of work to do. Thank you so much. Come over and you hand over to your team from the side of the executive. We are almost there. A few things, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
For those very many few words, I want to thank that partnership that has been very fruitful. My next duty is to invite Fir Keviro to take over the program to the next stage, please. The floor is yours.
Your Excellency, Deputy Governor, Stephen Monania, representing Governor Dr. Irogo Kangata, all our great partners, and the drivers of the process that has brought us to this very wonderful forum, Wakulima, the Department of Agriculture headed by Professor Keregai, Chief Officer Gitahi, and the rest of the team. First of all, I was suggesting to the Master of Ceremony to push this somewhere there so that we can speak from there. But he has refused, arguing rightfully that the farmers are right now burning under the scorching sun, and therefore we should also stomach some bit of punishment by standing in the sun in order to properly identify with them. So DG, I will try to forgive you once I have persevered, because I was really in the shade here. Now, I'm proud to be associated with the team, both our department and the partners who have worked with us. That, like we were rightfully told by Daniel, we are now on the global map. Having launched this, when Gitai spoke to me about it, he had to explain to me what it is all about. Because I know scientists can also be complicated. They can complicate, but they can also be lonely in their world when they know clearly what is happening and what will happen, but they are unable to communicate. Right now, if this was a political rally or a crusade, Christian, we would be many more, cynically. But now, because it is a forum for scientists, that's why we are few, because we appreciate what is happening. That's why I was very happy with the lady who said, we are moving from process of policy process to practice. because the faster we are able to identify these interventions, these practices with our own personal health, the faster we'll be able to win converts in this agenda. Therefore, allow me to simply say that I'm very proud to be associated with this forum and to really pray. We were having a discussion with the Deputy Governor there that we should be able now to mainstream, to bring on board, to demystify what is agroecology and what it means to the quality of our lives. Now, as a way of reducing the punishment, I want to use this opportunity to invite our member of County Assembly, Mheshimiwa Moses, Kube uko hapo, who is also the chair of the delegated legislation in Muranga County Assembly. And we are where we are as a county government because of the great support we have enjoyed from the County Assembly. Because right from the word go, we agreed that we shall work, the executive and the assembly, for the benefit of our people. So Moses, karibu sana, and make some few remarks. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, thank you very much. Your Excellency, Deputy Governor of Muranga County, CEC members present, chief officers, members from Muranga County government, distinguished readers, and all protocols observed. God is good, and all the time. Yeah, I'm Moses Muchiri, MCA Mogoro Ward, and also chair Muranga County Delegated Registration Committee. So today I'm here to celebrate together with everybody as we celebrate this act on agroecology, because we know what it means to the to not only to Muranga County but also to the whole world. We know currently we have a drought which is maybe coming because of maybe cutting down of trees. So what I want to say is that we, as the members of Muranga County Assembly, we are going to work hand in hand together with the members of executive so that we can be able to fulfill all the agendas which have been brought forward by His Excellency the Governor, Dr. Irogo Kangata, together with his members of the CEC and Muranga County government. We know and we want to tell the world that currently it is possible to farm, to do our farm production and still protecting our environment. It is you can also plant your trees as well as together with the crops. So that is why we are here to celebrate, and we continue working together. I'm standing here as a politician and also as a farmer. Currently, I farm bees. I'm a beekeeper. Yeah, and I harvest about 10 to 20 liters of honey every 3 to 4 months. So that way, maybe farming the bees also maybe help in preserving the environment as well as cross-pollinating other crops. So let us try to plant different crops while still protecting our environment. Thank you very much. We are together. We continue working together for the benefit of Muranga County and this great nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. I believe as a bee farmer you qualify to have a study here. I don't know why Bwana did not include you, but if I'm wrong, I will be forgiven. Allow me to invite Waziri, Professor Keregai, who is the Chief Executive Member, and a man who also believes that we live to eat. That is his personal philosophy, so that he can also recognize the other members of the executive. And then from there we shall invite the Deputy Governor. We have some rituals before he delivers the speech. Professor Karibu.
Your Excellency, Deputy Governor, the members of the Executive Committee, Mheshimiwa Mose, my MCA, our distinguished members of the agroecological community, our farmers, ladies and gentlemen. Kiringai Wakamawi is my name. I'm a farmer as well. But I farm what the man from Veges said pollutes the environment because I'm a goat keeper. So I know I'm one of those, but without the goats, maybe there would not be the organic fertilizer that you actually produce. So I hope I can be forgiven even in your country. I'm here because of a privilege that has been granted to me by some people from ICE, and the very heavy work and lifting that has been done by my chief officer Itahi in the past. So I'm actually just here because I'm privileged. But this privilege comes because I also believe very strongly on what has been happening in the space where you are at. Those who have been supporting this initiative. And ICE came to me and they made the appeal that they wanted to have a day. And I told them they can take any day and we shall be with them. And we are here with you. And a lot of effort on your side. And I listen to all of you who are saying, we only did this and the government has to do the next, which is now to provide for the sustainability of the program. Within our the integrated development plan, we have provided for the creation of what we are calling food pharmacies. Pharmacy with an F, so that farmers are feeling integrated into the process of eating right and integrating nutrition. We have had discussion with my colleague from health, and we have agreed that we are going to start a department that fuses food and health so that non-communicable diseases are addressed through food, and food that is championed by the work that you people are doing and what we have created this act to do. But we have gone a step even further. And I was actually discussing with my colleague from ICT and public service. And I was telling him, although these people are very many, what the stakeholders that we have here are very many, what we will now do, and we have already made the effort to start this effort, is to integrate a food security and nutrition policy and act to be passed to Mose so that he can actually give us now an act that anchors everything that we are doing, including structures to support the work that you have started, so that we can take it forward. And I can assure you, in the next cabinet meeting, it will be one of the things that we will actually be passing to Moses so that he can actually create yet another act that we shall launch here with you, that will actually be creating not just a food security and nutrition policy and act, but a structure which we have bequeathed from the national government that is called the County Agricultural Sector Agricultural Sector Committee, which steering committee, which will have the responsibility of bringing all of us together so that we don't have different tents. We have one tent where we are all talking together, and we will make that one happen as soon as it can be possible, because we are committed to this cause. For those who are in academia, I can assure you we are many, and we will support this cause. We have already started an initiative that is going to bring experiential learning through the acts that we are creating, and we are happy that our local university is actually spearheading that effort. And we want to tell you, you are not going to persuade us. We are already enjoying in the process, and we'll be working with you. We have invited Michigan University to actually join the agenda that we are doing of creating food pharmacies, and we will actually have a lot of learning and lessons that we can share with you. On the issue of what we will do going forward, everything will be dependent on data. And we are going to be partnering, and we have actually been recognized by the Presidential Economic Transformation Secretariat as the county, that because of the work that you people are doing, and we have actually been talking very highly of the work that we have been doing. Now, excuse me if I have been talking like I'm you. I've been saying we, Muranga County has been doing this. ICE, we didn't really integrate you into the stories, but what we said is we want to create those institutional frameworks at the bottom of the pyramid so that we can drive the data integration using food pharmacies. And they will be coming here, and they'll be actually anchored within the county. So we have many facts that we'll actually be sharing. Going forward, I want to assure you that you are not going to knock any doors, because the doors are open. We welcome you, each one of you, individually and collectively, so that you can come and do what you want us to do. I want to say that, like, I'm reminded by one of the laws of marketing that says it is better to be first than to be better. And we are excited that we are the first, and we will remain there. Thank you. I want to introduce my colleagues in the executive, and allow me to invite them to the front. I know we have Gatuna Engineer, Karibu. We have Professor Kiarie, who is here. And I think, oh, he's walked away. He was here. So I will, this one I will not introduce. He will introduce himself, although I can hopefully lift this one up.
Good afternoon, everyone. His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Muranga, the distinguished guests and partners who are putting this process together, my colleagues from the county of Muranga. My name is James Gatuna. I'm the County Executive Committee member in charge of ICT and public administration. This afternoon, I want to register my thanks for being part and parcel of launching today's activity, which is Muranga agricultural and putting the agriculture and ecology together, and ensuring that as we move on, Muranga being at the cradle of mankind, we are in the forefront of making sure that we are going to ensure that all activities, and especially those that bring food into our economy and Kenya, we are going to ensure that we we are going to ensure that we have safe and good ways of ensuring we have a sustainable way of sustaining the climate, so that we can have sustained development. So from our end, within the county executive, it's to give you our promise and support that as we start this journey together, and especially the deployment and actualization of this policy, we are going to give you our support to be able to develop this further and even sustain it in the long run. Thank you very much, and have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Honorable Gatuna. Professor, when Bonagetahi was talking to me, I threw you a challenge, which I threw, and I know Martin Amenda, Martin will receive it. I suggested that one way of cascading and demystifying this scientific concept is by working with our schools in a way similar to the way we had the young farmers clubs. But this time we are coming down differently with these very, very critical interventions in our lifestyles. And you know, you can imagine what would happen if we spread the gospel, especially through the day schools, which are in constant interaction with our farming communities. It would be wonderful. And that's how I would come in, because I understand that terrain very well, so that I can also claim to be part of this very, very great promise. Allow me to now invite our Deputy Governor, His Excellency Stephen Monania, to come to the front. Then we shall be guided by Bwana Gitahi, because I have been advised he will start by signing the policy and the regulation in the company of some of these great partners here. Is it Biba or Biba? Biba. Yes, Biba. And then we have Pelam, Ice, to come and frank the signing of this contract. So I want you to welcome His Excellency the Deputy Governor with a clap as he rises to come. If you are tired, you can also stand and then sit. Again, clap, clap, clap. Thank you very much. Mheshimiwa Moses, join in the picture.
Basi tayari kabisa Deputy Governor wetu anatia sahihi kule kwa mkataba huo. Maridadi kabisa. Wapi makofi kwake tafadhalini? Maridadi kabisa, ameshatia sahihi katika mkataba huo. Anaonyesha kwa wanahabari wetu, anapiga picha kwa uzuri kabisa kwamba sasa hiyo imekuwa ni act na pia imekuwa ni policy. Ndio. Maridadi kabisa. Basi baada ya kumaliza.
Yeah, thank you great partners and our guests and our partners for gracing that photo session. Now it is our pleasure now to invite His Excellency Deputy Governor to make his remarks. Karibu sana, DG. Karibu.
Thank you. Thank you our Chief of Staff kwa kutuendeza kwa njia mufti. The CEC in charge of agriculture, Daktari Kerengai. The CEC in charge of ICT, Bwana Gatuna, Mheshimiwa wa kule Muguru Ward, and our chair for delegated responsibilities, our development partners na viongozi wetu na ndio itogashito cia Muranga na ne waremi, and the reason why we are here ni gwenda ndimugeithie oro ringi muriega. Allow me ni gutukania githweri githungu na gifaranja for the purpose of being well understood, na nigetha tukorwo twina position ya gukorwo ni turariria andu aitu. We have two general people andu aria why we are doing this, na aya ni warimi aria matumite ati county assembly maikare thi mathondeke this act, na the county government gukorwo ikarite thi igicora micoro eno na ikire the necessary measures nigetha tusaine this act and policy today. Kuri arimi aitu nidiramenya wega ati mubango uyu twinaguo muthenya wa umuthi ni hindi tugukorwo tukiroll out kuri mwananchi wa kawaida, na wekiria arenda kumenya ni ati ngutaithika atia ni tondu ni twasaina policy ino muthenya wa umuthi. Undu wa mbere hena ciĩranĩro inya iria tweranĩire na ndagĩtarĩ Irũngũ wa Kang'ata tũkĩhoya kura. Kĩĩranĩro kĩa mbere twamwĩrĩire kĩndũ gĩgwĩtwo ũhoro wa ũgima wa mwĩrĩ. Ũndũ ũcio ũngĩ wa kerĩ tukimwirira ũhoro wa kĩndũ gĩgwĩtwo minimum guaranteed returns. Ũndũ wa gatatũ tukimwirira ũhoro wa community projects, na ũndũ wa kana tukimwirira ũhoro wĩgiĩ gũtigĩrĩra atĩ mbeca cia mũingĩ citinaiywo. Gatagatĩ-inĩ ga promises icio inya tweranĩire nĩ tũrarĩ na mũbango wa kũ-launch kĩndũ tũgwĩta health policy, kana ĩrĩa twambĩrĩirie tũkĩheana kandi cia NHIF kũrĩ andũ othe thĩinĩ wa Muranga, na tũkĩambĩrĩria na andũ 20,000 arĩa twaheire kandi cia NHIF. Tũgĩcoka oroho tũracaina watho ũngĩ into act ũrĩa wagĩrĩirwo nĩ kũrehe kĩndũ gĩgwĩtwo minimum guaranteed returns, kana ũũ nĩ kũ-deal na ũhoro wa ũrĩmi, kana nĩgetha tũtigĩrĩre mũrĩmi wothe thĩinĩ wa Muranga nĩ agĩa na mbeca iria egwĩkĩra mũhuko-inĩ. Na ũhoro ũcio wa kũ-deal na ũhoro wa minimum guaranteed returns wĩna maũndũ maita merĩ. Ũndũ wa mbere ũrĩa twambĩrĩirie gwĩkĩra maũndũ macio, ũndũ wa mbere nĩ gũtigĩrĩra atĩ mũrĩmi nĩ agĩa na kĩndũ gĩgwĩtwo subsidy, kana nĩ egũteithĩrĩrio nĩ thirikari ya county nĩgetha one maũndũ merĩ kana matatũ marĩa angĩteithio na ũhoro wa gũtwarithia ũrĩmi wake athiĩ naguo na mbere, na nĩgetha akorwo agĩteithĩka na ũrĩmi wake. Na subsidy ĩyo tũramĩambĩrĩirie na area cigwĩtwo cia maembe iria mostly cikoragwo ciĩ Lower Muranga, nĩgetha tũhe mũrĩmi wa kawaida ahote kũgĩa na thoko ya maembe, na already nĩ twambĩrĩirie na ũhoro wa maembe. Njĩra ĩngĩ ya kerĩ tũrambĩrĩria na ũhoro wĩgiĩ iria rĩrĩa tũgũkorwo tũkĩheana subsidy oro rita tuone o mũrĩmi nĩona kĩng'otore nĩgetha ahote cost yake ya production gũcoka thĩ. Ũndũ ũcio ũngĩ wa gatatũ nĩguo ũyũ tũrarĩrĩria mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ, ũhoro wa agroecology, kana gũtigĩrĩra nĩ twahũthĩra indo iria twĩnacio mĩgũnda-inĩ itũ gũthondeka mĩgũnda itũ na njĩra ĩrĩa yagĩrĩire nĩgetha mũrĩmi wa Muranga agĩe na mazao thĩinĩ wa mĩgũnda itũ. And this is what organic farming is all about. This is what agroeconomy is all about. Gũkorwo atĩ nĩ twathomithia mũrĩmi nĩgetha agĩthiĩ mũgũnda-inĩ wake arahũthĩra organic mechanism, kana arahũthĩra indo iria cimũkuhĩrĩirie nĩgetha ongerere kilo cia mazao make, ongerere production, na nĩgetha ona indo iria araruta cikorwo ciĩ theru na cikorwo ciĩ marketable, kana nĩ thĩinĩ wa bũrũri kana nĩ nja wa bũrũri. Ũũ nĩguo kana nĩyo blueprint ĩrĩa tũrenda twambĩrĩrie mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ. Na koguo tũkĩaria na chief of staff ngĩmwĩra atĩ no nginya tũmĩrĩrie riũa mũthenya wa ũmũthĩ, nĩ tondũ mũrĩmi thĩna ũrĩa enaguo kũrĩa nĩ atĩ ahĩte mũno nĩ riũa na nginya ndarahota kũgĩa na mazao marĩa magĩrĩire nĩgetha ahote gũkinyanĩria kĩrĩa twamĩrĩire minimum guaranteed returns. And this is what we are here to do today. Atĩ tũthomithie mũrĩmi ũhoro wa kũhũthĩra organic manure, tũmũthomithie ũhoro wa kũhũthĩra organic methods nĩgetha all the unnecessary effects ya climate change cihote gũkombatwo na ũhoro wa kũhũthĩra indo iria ciĩ mĩgũnda itũ. The second part ya ũhoro wa agroecology, twĩta thirikari ya Muranga nĩ tũramenya tũtingĩhota gwĩka maũndũ maya mothe twĩ iki. It's to our development partners. We recognize that part of the development in Muranga County cannot be done in isolation. If Muranga County government is not partnering with development partners, with their financing partners, the national government, international organization, any other government that want to come on board and support the people of Muranga. And this is why we are here today. And we want to bring our unwavering support to our development partners here today. I want to recognize that ICE has taken a leading role in ensuring that this day is successful here today. I also want to recognize that these partners that we are seeing here have had a tremendous impact, not only right now, but they are continuing to have an impact in the lives of farmers in Muranga, in various sectors, whether it's in beekeeping, whether it's in tuber, and whether it's in traditional farming, organic farming, whether it's in coffee, whether it's in any other agenda. They have taken subsectors into the next level. And so we want to thank you, our development partners, for coming on board. We want to assure you, as the county government, tukiongozwa na waziri wetu wa kilimo, Daktari Kirengai. He has a very big passion in ensuring that we incorporate all the farmers together with our development partners. Why are we doing this? It's because our farmers need to enjoy their farming to the level where they have. And enjoying farming ni kuweka pesa mfukoni. Ama kuna kitu ingine? Kuenjoy farming ni kuweka pesa mfukoni na wapate chakula iko mwilini yao. And we have been doing several programs. The Muranga Coffee Union or the Muranga Farmers Union wanajua that the farmers of 100,000 wenye wako now from their various societies, they cannot benefit from their coffee if kama kilo za kahawa haziongezeki. They cannot benefit from their coffee if the prices of their coffee haziongezeki. The same case we are dealing with every other farmer, whether ana deal with beekeeping, whether ana deal with issues of poultry, whether ana deal na issues any other product that is coming from Muranga. They cannot benefit if they are not producing enough kgs and they are not they are not selling their product at the right prices. And this is where we are today as development partners. That we need to support each and every activity, because we have development partners dealing with vegetables, we have development partners dealing with arrowroots, we have development partners dealing with input, we have development partners dealing with equipment, we have development partners dealing with education, we have development partners dealing with extension. If each of these development partners does their own thing in isolation, then they are going only to do their own thing with only a handful of farmers. So how are we going to ensure that the over 500,000 farmers in Muranga are benefiting from this resource that is here? It's through having a framework of partnership that we have launched here today. So that when Biba are dealing with only a handful of farmers in a certain region, and then ICE is dealing with a handful of farmers in another region, and Muranga County government is dealing with the only few hands we are dealing in various pockets. We need to ensure that these efforts are being replicated in every region in Muranga. And this is how we are going to wake up our agriculture. This is how we are going to revitalize our agriculture, so that murimi oria we mwena oria wa Gaturi, mwena oria wa Mathioya, kana murimi oria we mwena wa Iego, mwena wa Kangema, na murimi uria we mwena wa Gatanga, mwena wa Kariara, manyitanite na murimi uria we mwena wa Maragwa, kundu gwitwo Kimorori, no nge we mwena uria wa Gatanga kuria muhaka wa Mashaku, kundu gwitwo Ithanga. Murimi ucio ndoritwo ni the necessity iria agirwo ni gukorwo enacio nigetha production ya indo ciake cioneke. Tondu murimi we mwena wa Ithanga arenda kuona maembe make na macungwa make magie na kiro, hatiri undu ungi arenda kuona, tondu indo icio ciagia kiro ni ekuhota guciendia bei njega. Mbeca icio kana indo icio cingiona production njega no ahote guciendia nja wa bururi. Murimi uria we mwena wa Kariara uria urarima ng'ombe arenda ng'ombe yake irute iria ringi. Murimi uria we mwena wa Iego arenda kahua gake kongerere kiro. This is the reason why twagirwo ni gukorwo tukideal in a concerted effort, all development partners including Muranga County Government. Ithuĩ twĩta county government ya Muranga tuhetwo responsibility ya gukorwo twi hau ni thirikari ino murona haha. This is the government. Kana mwananchi kana murimi is the government iria tutungataga. Na nikio tugaga democracy is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Koguo turugamite haha ndiraria data mboro wa munania, ndiraria data murugamiriri uthuritwo ni andu aya nigetha ndimariririe na ndimatwarithie mbere. And this is the reason why we are here. And so I want to thank our development partners for recognizing that this is a journey that we can walk together. And as we were walking around, I was seeing various booths and what they have been able to do. I'm really encouraged, Waziri. Nilikuanga nafikiria ni mimi nakuja kuleta agenda ya youth katika kilimo. Nimeshangaa hapa kuna agenda ya youth na ya wamama yenye iko kwa hii kilimo yenye imekuwa ikiendelea. And so I am not feeling isolated that we have been pushing youth to come on board, because in Muranga we have come to recognize that we have an aging population, and so the average age of the average farmer in Muranga right now is at the age of 50. True or false? And so we want to ensure that we are bringing our youth on board so that they benefit and take this knowledge to the next level. They are going to be the people who are going to be the holders of innovation in Muranga, so that we can be able to ensure that our farmers are benefiting and taking it to the next level. So without further ado, mimi sitaki kusema maneno mingi, tukikaa hapa tunaweza ongea maneno mingi tena zaidi. So I want to encourage the Muranga County government officials that for every step that we are making within our boardrooms, for one step we are making in our boardroom, we ensure that we have 5 steps that we are taking into mwananchi's shambas, into mwananchi's shambas, so that we ensure that we have each and everything that mwananchi needs. Before nimalizie, I want to bring also the apologies of His Excellency the Governor Dr. Irongo Kangata. Today he was also dealing with the issues that are very dear to farmers, the issues of water. Because we do realize that climate change, or rather the issues of climate change, has affected the resource that is so dear to us, water. The resource that no farmer can do without, which is water. And so today, he was having an extensive meeting with the Minister for Water, the CS for Water at the national level, together with our water service providers, so that we ensure that these farmers, as they go to their farms, they have the necessary water that they need to ensure that they have agriculture that is not reliant on rainfall alone, but also irrigation-fed agriculture. And so I want to bring his greetings. Dr. Irongo Kangata ameniambia niwasalimie sana, na akasema serikali yake iko nyuma yenu kabisa kabisa kabisa. I think that is my end of my speech, and I want also to encourage you. As we are doing agroeconomy, we want to encourage you to partner with Muranga County. Every farmer to partner with the Muranga County government. Not only to do farming, but also in planting trees. Also in growing trees. Why are we doing this? Because you realize that if we are not recognizant, tukikosa kuhakikisha tumepanda miti, twaga kuhanda miti na tumenyerere njũĩ citũ, twaga kumenyerera mĩtitũ itũ, ũrĩmi ũyũ tũrarĩrĩria tũrĩkoragwo tũkĩwarĩrĩria o kũwarĩrĩria gũtheri nĩ tondũ tũtirĩ na maĩ ma kũrĩma. And so I want to pose a challenge that for every farmer represented in this occasion, you have a shamba, ensure that you are planting trees, you are taking care of the river near you, so that we can have sufficient water, not only for farming, but also for drinking and for irrigation. Asanteni sana, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for those inspiring remarks. Asante sana 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 sana. Mpigie makofi mawili matatu hape hep. Again. Ya mwisho. Asante sasa. Asante sana. Sasa ni wakati wa kukula keki. Na hiyo keki nimeambiwa it will be conducted by the Biba. Am I saying that word well? Oh, kidoshe. The Biba team. Naturally, our chief guest, DG, Usichoke. And then we also seek the company of our other partners to assist. That's Christine. Anne, to assist Anne, that is Eyes Pelium, mkuja msaidie kukata na kutupea hichi chakula. And we also need a few of our farmers. Mundu ina appetite ya keki. Ndiona maitu hau. Handu ha gweterera kaba kumikora. Eri ugu atatu. Yes. Mutumio muhana ta my mother. Good. Leu ni ugu. Leu tuli represented. Thank you very much. Then I'll ask now the MC to assist us to go through that space.
Basi asante sana Chief Officer. Bila shaka bwana Chief Officer, hiyo kiki ukiangalia wacha tu utameza mate paka utamani sijui faili. Naona hapa hiyo keki imeundwa ile the launch of Muranga Agroecology Development Policy and Act 2022 to 2032 on 9th March 2023. Deputy Governor wetu ambaye ndio mgeni wetu rasmi kabisa ndio atakakuja kukata keki hii, lakini lazima mpishi atuambie vile alivyotayarisha hii. Lazima mpishi atuambie vile alivyotayarisha keki hii.
Asante sana Bwana Deputy Governor, Honorable Deputy Governor. Ukiona hiyo keki, it's in the form of a booklet. It's representing the development of the act and the policy. Na ukiangalia hii keki imetengenezwa na vitu vingi including flour. Na sisi kama multi stakeholder platform tumefanya kazi ngumu. Bwana Getahi amekuambia ni miaka mingi, alianza kule national akakuja huku tukaweka chumvi. Keki pia iko na chumvi, it adds flavor to the cake hata kama ni tamu. Na pia keki unajua is very significant, hata kwa Biblia inasema ndio salt of the earth. It represents durability, perseverance na vitu vingine vingi. Juu kuna icing, kila kitu hapa is eatable. Hii icing iko na sweetness. Hiyo sweetness inaonyesha leo tuna enjoy the sweetness. Lakini sisi tutakula piece kidogo kidogo ndio tuendelee na ile kazi ngumu ya implementation. Tunasema tunataka kutoka policy ama act to practice. Kwa hivyo we encourage wale wako hapa wote tuungane tufanye hiyo kazi, na kwa wakati huu nitakukaribisha our Deputy Governor utukatie keki. Na waziri mnaangalia kamera, tunakata keki. Yes, DJ kata 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 keki ni tamu.
Hiyo ni viazo.
Kata 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 kata. Nikaribie. Deputy Governor, ndio nakula keki kwa sababu hatutaki mambo mengine kama hiyo. Na mwenyewe hujitayarisha, utapatia minister. Lazima daddy approve.